So if Volron is the lord of the water realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to—
Yeah, that guy is
It'll be okay, Hoodle.
Shion?
It's nothing.
This area's the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let Volron treat people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
We've come for you, Volron! Did you really come all this way, just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard! He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life. I'm happy to see you. What the hell's that supposed to mean? A lonely, watery grave is all the best you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life from your body myself. So all this, kidnapping sheep, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the teaching that absolute power lays upon you. I've had it with your mad rambling. I'm here to take you down, Volron, and free those human slaves! Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas. Well, I look forward to disappointing you. Take this! Enjoy. Here.
First aid! Raging storm!
Be gone.
Shattering the pieces!
Now you see what I can do!
Here's evil! I can do this all day!
How about one of these?
Waterfall!
You picked the wrong fight!
Where are you going? Not in your dreams!
It's time! You're mine!
One more!
You're finished!
Double
demon fang!
Take this! He just won't stay still! If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down.
Die! Here I come! Now!
There!
Did we get him?
He's open! Let's go!
Swallow blade! Eternal devastation!
I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Is that it?
Here I come! You're finished!
It's go time!
What's he planning?
Leave the ensnaring to me.
This looks bad.
Yeah.
We've got to stop him.
To me!
The flaming ivy! Take this!
Healing circle!
Take this!
Undead waterfall! Free flamer!
Here I come! Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying.
Nothing gets by me!
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either!
Get in the wind!
Inner vine!
You're mine!
Goes far enough!
I can carve through one! Now it's mine!
Primed and
Take
ready!
it!
I never miss!
It's over!
Regenerate!
I owe you one. Double demon fang!
Take this! Not on my watch!
Allow me to help.
There!
Take
Laser
this.
cascade! One more!
Take this!
Searing flame!
Take this!
Drill!
Demon fang!
Healer, healer! Blah, blah, blah! That's it!
Take
Free
this.
laser! You get the gist! Move in here!
Bloody hell!
I'll just hang out water!
Take this! Take this! Sword Alpha! Take this!
Like this!
Ignite!
I'm out ready! Supernova!
It's over!
Purge Malevolent!
Devastation!
Arcade Waterfall!
The enemy wields
Free
arms
laser.
too.
You'll soon see about that!
It's over! Double demon fang!
I'll be saving this one!
Take this!
Take
Death
this!
from the wind! Armor won't save me!
Just like that! You're finished!
Far enough!
Celestial Hammer! Ice prison!
Now this is enjoyable. Eat dirt! Take this!
Everlasting
You're
dark!
mine!
Negative gate! Resonate with the
Where are
area!
you going? Wind astral energy purge!
What's wrong?
Magic is ready! Here! More for the out in your dreams!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying.
Piercy, this ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Got him!
It's all over. Vol run. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's... How can this be? If Alpin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign. What the hell are you?
How sweet your ignorance must be.
You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it?
There is that, but your grandest sin with unveiling your strength.
Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin?
Sin is the power to be there only for domination.
We never asked you the rules. No one did.
What do I care? Your wand. You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alpin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants.
Stay!
Double
Just
demon
what I
fang!
hear
Out of my shot!
One more!
Dance on the way! Take this! I will show you dust on your
Annihilation!
Take this! You're
Far enough!
Wind astral energy! Raise to the wind!
double
Air
demon
thrust!
fang!
Is it in the sky? Blah 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 magic!
You're mine! It's over!
Clear to be can't get out of this!
I will show you true power!
Here goes!
Free you of your power.
Unleash light! This is looking good!
Healing just what I needed!
You picked the wrong fight! I'm grateful.
Radiant storm! Wanton! Battlefield! Boton! Illuminate the dark!
Unleash light!
Holy land! Hear me! Flame of fury!
I owe you one.
He's too fast to keep up with! Then we'll take him together! Rinwell, follow my lead! Okay!
I'll provide cover!
Lightning orb!
Demon fang!
Lightning orb!
Sword blade alpha! You're mine! Unleash lightning!
Denied!
No escape!
Can't get out of this!
Impudence!
Unleash
lightning! It's on!
Begin!
Ignite!
Marksman Healing circle!
Elusive deity!
Celestial! Arch shield! Gemini! Where are you going? Not in your dreams!
Here I come!
Scream. Bathed in blood.
Lightning
Rending your fight!
illumination!
Bloody holiday!
Take this!
Radiant blood!
It's over! Here I finished! Know your place!
Prepare to be sealed!
You're finished!
Can't get out of this!
Kneel before your sovereign!
Raging cascade!
Your life will end here!
Elusive deity!
He's about to attack! We need to stop him! The flame inside is hot! Proof of it! All others shall be banished! Eat this!
Sleep now.
No escape!
I'll be saving this one.
Try harder!
The waters of creation. Magic is
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this?
In a vine?
ready.
Where are you going?
I'll destroy you!
Not on my watch.
Take this!
Radiant light!
One more. Make a ray. Light after
I have no Dohalim!
I'm alright. I'm still standing.
Here goes. Take this. There.
Wretched one! No!
Everyone together!
I'll shoot him down.
It's on!
Celestial ladder. Front. Here's the evil.
Sovereign Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! An astral launch?
That's my shield.
Shut him down!
Lightning condemned. Thunderblast. Holy land.
Kneel before your sovereign!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Double demon blade!
Your life can't get out of this!
It's over!
Double demon blade!
Here goes. Seal.
Proof of it! All others shall be banished!
Confiscated. Lunar corruption. Raging storm.
Try harder!
Where are you going?
Try harder! Not now! Run!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! What do you think you can do? This guy's still standing? Victory! The throne! Everything rightfully belongs to me! I have seen the mountains. Rules nobleman crushes those who fall in his pit. You are next!
think so. There. We finally collected all of the master cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the master cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Shion's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Shion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The master cores!
Is that darkness? A dark master core?
Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Ganon elements.
What do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
Jika my mind 心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける君の声が今も胸に響くよそれは愛がさまよう限り君は少し泣いたあの時見えなかった
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renaissance, the present and past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it. Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't.
you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
I misread the landing. Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisar.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Vol. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman, and contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present. With dark. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma?
Same. I had no idea a darkness mask.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some, it may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still—
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough from—
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we need—
You can say that again. We have more than enough to—
Hey!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well,
I'm hungry.
you're hungry. Where are your rations?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly.
Oh, right. I forgot. So you have your rations, and it's enough food. But there's still something wrong with it.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to be?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait. If you're not eating...
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait. Back up.
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to...
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like that. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not every...
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so...
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to...
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite... literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey,
What do you...
could have fooled. That's for.
You think I don't... We didn't... Besides...
Rinwell,
I get.
the fight...
I'm just.
Stop... Spots... Armored guard...
The moment for better.
It's not like...
But without a...
It's not...
The people. Is it just?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor.
Last taste...
Don't make fun.
He has a...
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick...
What?
Sometime...
Most likely, when our at the top...
Is it?
It is. The flake...
You can always...
Gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quick rumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you... You've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well...
Hey.
Pardon me.
What the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. Must think we're just cannons from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourselves. Stalagmite!
It's over!
Rollerblade! Roll away! Demon Fang! Take it! It's over! No further! It's over! Rollerblade! They smite with blackened blade!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better.
Hey.
What? How? So then...
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
Actually... They were abiding Renan hierarchy. Not...
me personally.
Well, either way, solve the problem, and that's what counts.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time.
I know Renan.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting. But not to the extent that they can act. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during...
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to...
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wished...
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys.
So they're alive?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came, so many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die. Every last...
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alvin. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that help.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't...
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Heros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history...
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, but all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick... around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think